digging in the crates for something good. Hidden gems often misunderstood. 'Cause you know there's no such thing as too much. Miscellaneous important stuff.
Welcome back to the show. This week, my friend Tricia was here. She was also here a few weeks ago, and we talked about marriage and relationships. This week is a little more sad because her husband got a job in another state, so she's leaving us. She's moving to Colorado. We talked about big life changes, what that means, how you deal with it, and it's sad, but I'm also really happy for her. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed too. Here it is. You ready to start this timer, this fancy new timer?
Yes, I am excited about it. Will it make a noise when it's done?
It will. I found that out when I was recording with Amy.
Oh, geez.
And it scared us. So you'll know when
Okay.
it's done. Oh, great.
Oh, great. That's seconds.
All right. So we got
35 seconds.
seconds left. And then this thing is over.
Let's just sing cheese mode.
Ah,
I woke up in cheese
no.
mode.
You've heard enough. You've heard enough. We've all heard enough. Sorry, Troy.
20 seconds.
Okay. I'm going to start a real timer. And it'll start about the time that this one goes off.
Okay. Oh, but I get to hear the noise already.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Here we go.
Here we go. 5, 4.
Oh.
It actually lets you
Beeped
know it's about to
before.
finish. All right, Tricia, thanks for coming
I
on
bet
the
your
show.
neighbors love that noise.
Well, it only happens like once a week or something.
Yeah, but so.
Okay, well, I got a phone timer. I'll figure this
Okay.
thing out like next week.
Okay.
Since this is...
Better have it in tip-top shape for Rusty.
Yeah, you know, he's
Because he's going to give you such a hard time.
Everything's got to be perfect. I got to have these backdrops ready. These webcams ready. It's going to be a whole new
my
podcast.
gosh, yeah.
People don't even know.
Don't even know.
So, Tricia,
I am here.
you're moving
I am moving.
and you're feeling how?
Like it's not real. It's just weird. It's been a lot of change. There's a lot more to do. So a little overwhelmed, a little nervous, but excited still.
Why do you feel... That's not even a good question. I was going to say, why do you feel overwhelmed? I think that's probably obvious to
Yeah,
most people.
just a lot of like loose ends to wrap up down in Norman and all the things that you forget about doing, like stopping utilities and stopping your internet and dumb stuff like that. Then you have to start starting all of that in a new place.
Isn't Jeff taking care of that?
He has internet.
Okay, that's
and
good.
utilities already.
That's the two most
So
important things,
he's
really.
good. He's good.
Why does it feel like it's not real, though?
I don't know. I feel like I've just been going like so hard recently with work has been crazy busy. And then after work, I just come home and pack and like we've known maybe like a month that we're moving, a little bit over, but we had to do a lot to get our house on the market, sell our house. And it's just like one of those things that it doesn't become real until you're there. Like it'll feel like a vacation for a while too. I feel like just like a vacation with our stuff.
New scenery,
new
Everything's
people, not knowing a lot of people. We know a couple people out there. So yeah, it's just like, you're kind of just starting fresh, which is not a bad thing. I think I'm excited about that, but you don't realize like how many relationships and how many people you know and that want to say goodbye to you until you leave somewhere.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And then you can't even get to all of them, I assume.
No.
Not really.
No. And I don't really like that kind of attention, so I'd rather just kind of leave and
You don't like being surrounded by a crowd of people that want to say goodbye?
No, I used to in college, but...
Really?
Yeah. I used to celebrate my birthday. I'd call it Princess Month, and I'd make people do stuff for me all month.
You were one of those people?
Yeah, in college.
I would not peg you as one of those people.
My senior year, I went out... like all of my girlfriends were like out of town my senior year when I turned, I guess it would have been 22. And that birthday, I went to dinner with like 8 of my guy friends, and I just had this picture of me sitting there, and they're all around me.
My God.
I loved it back then because I would make people buy me drinks and dinner, and
So when did that change?
I don't know. You get older, and it's just like less of a fun thing to celebrate.
I don't know. I feel like there are people that are like that their entire
There probably
lives.
are, but I kind of went away from it. I was like, I don't know. So no, I don't really
Okay.
like the attention. I'd rather just be behind the scenes and just like leave.
So do you have any friends that you didn't tell that you're leaving, and they're just gonna find out on like Facebook?
Yeah, so not on Facebook, but
All right.
I haven't made like an Instagram post yet or anything. People have picked up on it because I've been like Snapchatting or whatever, like movie
Packing.
boxes and packing. So I've told like most people, but I think some people will be surprised. Like people at church this weekend, they were asking me, and I'm like,
You
oh
didn't
yeah,
tell
well,
people at church?
well, I was like, oh yeah, did you know I'm moving to Colorado? And they were like, no. And so yeah, so
Your church family? You just
Not-
weren't gonna show
no.
up the next week?
the close people
All
just
right.
like knew, but like not everyone knew. I don't know. And I think I'll post something on Instagram and then delete it. Delete Instagram for
Oh,
a
I thought
while.
you meant delete the post.
No, post and delete it. No, just delete Instagram.
I think there's something cool about just leaving town though and not telling anybody.
Yeah. That's like when I moved to Oklahoma. That's basically what I did
Yeah.
because I had a job. It was a year after I graduated. I had an internship in like a summer job, and I ended the summer job. Is everything working?
Yeah, I think so. Sorry,
Okay.
I was
You're
testing.
making me nervous.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I ended that summer job and then moved back in with my mom and like kept everything packed. I like had a laundry basket of clothes that I would like go through because I'm like, I'm not unpacking. I'm not going to be here long. Like, I can't be here long. I'll go crazy. And then I got a job in Norman, and the guy who hired me was like, when do you want to start? I was like, oh, I accepted on a Thursday. I was like, I'll start Tuesday. Packed up my boxes, packed up my car, drove down to Norman, met some lady from Craigslist that rented me an apartment, and started. And like, I didn't tell anyone. And back then, like, social media wasn't as big as it was now.
Yeah.
Or as is now. So I did kind of just like leave. I didn't tell anyone.
It's cool though.
It is cool. It's kind of like, oh, I wonder what's going on with her. But I don't know. I feel like if I get out there and keep Instagram, I'm just going to have all this like FOMO. And I need to like
Yeah.
be present and live out there.
Do you think you'd reinstall the app at some point
Yeah.
when you feel like it's like breaking up with somebody?
Yeah.
It's like once you feel like you can face that again?
Yeah. I don't know. I've just been reading a lot of stuff about social media and what it does for your mental health.
Mhm.
And it's scary. It's really
Oh, yeah.
scary, you know? So I'm like, ugh. I'm prone to depression anyway, so I'm not gonna, why should I
Add
like
to
let that? Yeah.
It's true. It's funny how some like just looking at a post somebody makes, somebody you know can bring you down and not up.
Yeah.
Even a friend.
Even a friend, even if it's like, and you're having a great day and then you like look on someone's and they're like bragging about something or just like in a better location than you are.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just like, oh, well, now I know everything I don't have in life. So,
And typically, the way people present themselves on social media is not who you
No.
you know.
not at all.
So they're always different than the person that you know. You're like,
Yeah.
who are you on the
Yes.
internet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I talk to some friends in person, it's like, it's just a 180.
Yeah. And it's scary, like, for kids
Mm-hmm.
in middle school and high school kids, like,
Cyberbullying.
cyberbullying and just, I don't know. I've been reading too much about it. It's just sad.
So you're gonna ghost everyone in Oklahoma on social media.
I think so. I'll probably like post like, yo, move to Colorado. If you want a mountain picture, text me. Like, my number's still the same. If
And
you want to know how I'm doing, like, make an effort.
that's what I've always believed. I hate when people reach out to somebody on social media. I'm like, if you're a friend,
Yeah.
why aren't you just texting or
Yeah.
calling or emailing?
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
You don't comment on a picture.
No.
And say, hey, I hope you're doing well.
Right.
Like,
Like, reach
that
out.
feels like very empty.
And it's like hard to keep track of you're communicating with everyone because you have like your Instagram messages and then your Snapchats and then your
Yeah.
like even with my little sister, we'll start a conversation on one app, it'll move to another app, and then it'll end in like texting. I'm like, what?
People give me a hard time about not responding to things, and I'm like, I forgot because I probably read it, but
Yeah.
that was in this app, and then I
Yeah.
haven't been in that app for a few days, and then I'm over here. I don't remember where we talked.
Yeah.
Just call me.
It's just, and I don't know. I think you need community around you, and it needs to be like actually people, not just online people. So,
Although I love the idea of a community online, but not. I love what people have done with YouTube and sort of creating a community that's
Right.
positive. And it's not, I don't think it's all they need, but
I think, yeah, I think there's like levels.
Because it's usually, especially if people are creating a YouTube channel, it's a community. It's people that are fans of them, that enjoy the same things they do.
Right.
And it does, I think, feel a little bit more intimate, but I think you're right. You need people
like,
around you, physical people.
Yeah, you need physical community as well.
Yes.
But I mean, I think the internet's been used for good too. Like it's cool that you can, I don't know, find things out. Or
of course,
whatever.
the internet's great, but
it can be like really bad too.
I think for a long time we just thought the internet was great in every way,
Right.
and weren't able to see the negative effects
Right.
on people. And now we're finding out.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's depressed.
Everyone's depressed.
Everyone's sad.
Everyone thinks that their life has to be like picture perfect.
Yes.
People are dying because they're trying to take selfies and don't realize like they're on the edge of a cliff.
You have to get that perfect moment because everyone
Yep.
needs to see that your life is good.
Yeah. Every time you take a picture, you have to take like 30 and get it approved by everyone in the picture.
Yes.
Oh
Did I
my
look
God.
okay? Did you
Yeah.
look okay? Did we look okay together?
Yeah.
Are people going to believe that we're in love?
Yeah. It's just like,
It's too much.
it's too much.
And then you really do miss out on moments,
Yeah.
which is hard for me because that's what I do. I shoot video. I like to shoot video
Right.
moments.
But like, they're still good in that too.
Yes, I try to give myself a rule that it doesn't have to be good if it's just like shooting something for a memory,
Right.
and I only need a piece of it. I don't need to shoot like people who shoot whole concerts when they're there.
Oh, I can't deal with that.
It's like, why are you there?
Why are you there?
And it's not as good when you play it back.
I say that like I can't deal with it. It drives me crazy. But then Jeff and I watch a lot of YouTube, and there are a lot of concerts we watched on YouTube. So then like I appreciate it.
Well, wait, were you watching like concerts from people's cell phones?
I don't know. Like we will pull up. Like I've watched a Backstreet Boys concert from their Millennium Tour, like back from
Full
2000.
concert.
Full concert we have put on. I don't think we watched the whole thing, but I am sure that was from some really crappy video camera situation they snuck in. Like it was not
That's
a
true.
produced concert video put out by the Backstreet Boys.
But it's also different if they had the camera but they were hiding it, but they were also watching the show.
Yeah, that's true.
If you have your phone up in front of your face and you're watching the screen of the phone,
Right.
and it happening on there,
Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's
shouldn't
dumb.
even be there.
And you're wasting so much of your phone battery. No, I feel like the past few concerts I've been to, I like try to get a couple pictures and then I'm like putting my phone away.
yeah,
Let me like experience this. I paid a lot of money for this
just
ticket.
like soak it all in.
Yeah.
Just enough pictures to remember it.
To remember it, but yeah.
I realized I don't take pictures. I don't take a lot of pictures. I do video.
Mm-hmm.
I was at my brother's wedding, and I was getting video with my cell phone, and I had more than one person go, "Can you send me the pictures you're taking?" And I said, "Oh, I'm not taking pictures. I haven't taken
So
any
do you go
pictures."
back and watch them a lot? Like, do you watch videos that you take on your phone a lot, or do you just have them?
Sometimes I like to have them and organize them, so I.
But
can
then you don't
go
watch
back.
them?
Well, I've been back because I used to carry around a GoPro all the time
Uh-huh.
before I got my little pocket camera,
Mhm.
and I would just shoot whatever was going on the day. Sort of vlogging without a purpose,
Okay.
without editing it for the internet. I just had it. It's like home videos. My dad
Right.
used to go around with a large camera.
Yeah.
And I don't, as a family, we would sit down and rewatch some of that stuff
Yeah.
sometimes. So I think it's important for 10, 20 years from now. That's more what I'm
Okay, that makes
interested in.
sense. Yeah, I recently, when I was packing, I found that my dad put all of our home videos on like a flash drive a couple years ago for Christmas. And so I plugged that into the computer and it's watching them. And like, yeah, I have birthdays from like when I turned 3 to
And was
16.
it fun?
It was hilarious.
Yeah. That's
So-
I think more forward like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. But there's sometimes when we will, so we have an Apple TV and we'll pull up some goofy video of like our cat and watch it there. And then we just go watch like all the videos we like have on our phone. And they're like mostly of our cat. So it's just like, I think that's what people do with their babies too. Like their kids, they just take
yeah.
so much video and then rewatch it all
You
the
forget
time.
what you even have.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have to every now and then copy everything off my phone onto hard drive, so I have
Enough
lots
room.
of phone backups on
Yeah.
all kinds of hard drives and
Yeah.
then labeled by year. So there's stuff I don't see unless I plug in one of my old
Right.
drives.
Well, so we got a new computer this year. And so we have Jeff's old computer that's like, I don't know, maybe from 2009, 2010. And he has all of his old stuff on there. And I'm like, can we like take it off the computer and put it on a hard drive so we don't have to like lug this computer around?
Yeah, like on an external drive.
That's what we need to do. But guess what? We're moving on Saturday. 2 computers. 'Cause-
Big computers?
yeah, like huge iMacs.
But the screen, not the tower.
No, the screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still a lot though.
It's heavy. Because I got it out last night to see if I could plug in my laptop and use that as a second screen.
Could
It's
you?
too old. No, it's too old to do that.
Of course.
And like our new one's too new. So
Well, eventually it's going to get too old where you're not even going to be able to turn it on.
it was making weird noises.
Oh boy.
Like I
You better
plugged it
copy
in.
that.
I didn't even turn it on. I plugged it in and it was just like, it sounded like something was spinning.
That's not good.
Oh no. We need to just do that.
Don't lose those memories.
Maybe I should just back that up tomorrow.
I also wonder if memories are like that are getting less important or less special because we take pictures of everything.
I know. And then sometimes you're like, what was this even a picture of?
Like, why did I need that?
Yeah.
And it used to be every picture was like special. It
Yeah.
was a graduation or it was a birthday.
And then
or
you
s-
never print them. So like, what do you do with them?
Yeah.
I print a lot of ours and then they just sit there and I don't know what to do with them.
I mean, it used to be so few people captured every moment, but there
Right.
were always those people, and they were kind of the crazy people
Yeah.
that always
But
had
now,
a
like,
camera,
it's everyone.
always had pictures. Yeah, it's the entire internet.
Ugh,
Everyone,
everyone.
which I don't know. It's fine. Are you gonna do a walkthrough of your house?
What do you mean?
So when I moved out of
I mean, he's already there, so we did that.
like video though,
Oh, so
like a tour on video.
actually, when we were looking at places, I had a friend that lives out in Colorado. I went to college with who they moved out there, and she just had a baby, so she's not working. And she went and toured everywhere for us. Only toured two spots,
Yeah.
but she did those videos, so she like sent them to us with like a detailed report of them. So yes, we have a video walkthrough from her
Of your current
of my
house?
current, yes, of where we're living in Colorado.
No, but what about your house that you are moving out of?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
As a memory.
I don't know. We have pictures of it being built
No,
because we built it.
You got to do a video blog walking through it saying this is the last time
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna do
leaving
that.
today.
I'm gonna be so sad. You know what? I did do a video blog of when we drove out to Colorado over Memorial Day with our cat.
Was it a cat vlog?
Yeah, it was a cat.
It's like all cat?
No, it was like me talking while she was like crawling around while we were driving. It was like we're 3 hours in and she's still meowing.
You should post that
I don't know.
on Instagram. That'll be your post to say that you're moving.
Man, it's hard to travel with a cat for 10 hours. I'll tell you that.
Is it? I feel like it'd be harder to travel with a dog.
No, because dogs usually just like sit there and you don't have to have a spot for them to pee. You can stop and let them out. But a cat, you have to have like a spot for them to go to the bathroom at any time.
Yeah, but you don't have to stop.
Yeah, but like, you know where they like to be? At your feet. Underneath the like shade of the dashboard.
Well, this is why I tell people to get a dog. You're just
Oh my
proving
gosh.
my point.
It took her like probably 6.5 hours for her to find a spot to be comfortable. She's just walking around and trying to get in Jeff's lap, and I would just have to take her and yank her back.
I mean, I understand. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no. She's
Is
a nut.
she there
Mhm.
in Colorado?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, you really are just
I know. Single
Just
life.
like living that single life
Single
again.
life. Yeah. It's been weird. Been busy though. Had a lot to do.
Get a little bit closer to the.
Oh,
You backed off.
sorry.
That's fine. Just trying to keep an eye on our quality here. You know,
Appreciate that.
on this farewell episode.
I know. I feel like we've talked about random things.
That's fine. I don't care. I got asked what we were going to talk about. I was like, I don't know. I think I'll just keep asking her, why are you leaving?
I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life anymore.
Yeah, what's your plan? Do you want to be
I
in
don't know.
advertising?
I don't know.
Because for anybody who doesn't know, I've said this before, work in advertising.
Yes. So I am tired of being in a job that has to babysit a lot of people, which I feel like
the truth comes out. She's
which
throwing
I feel
shade.
like in my role, that's what I have to do a lot is just, that. But
Explain though. What do you mean?
just like make sure people are doing their job, make sure they get things on time, deal with emotions or creative sensitivity, or tell people the bad news, the client didn't like your project or whatever.
Yeah, what part of that is fun?
It kind of sucks. And I've been doing it for a while, so I don't know that I want to do it anymore. But that's like where my experience is. So when you're moving to a new state, how do you also shift careers at the same time
Well,
when you don't have a lot of experience? So basically, I just have to start meeting people. I joined Bumble for networking.
I've
you know that
seen
thing?
that on. Yeah, because I use Bumble, but I'm like, what is this? Since
Yes.
when is Bumble networking and friends?
I don't know. I was like, I'll try it. What's the worst that could happen? Nobody. I don't meet with anyone.
That's true.
But you never know. I got my job on Twitter. I moved me to Oklahoma. So
Twitter is very different from Bumble.
That's true.
Are you
I
on
know.
Tinder networking too?
I have no
or-
clue. I never was on any dating apps. Those were all came after I was married or dating.
Yeah, they're
So
so great.
I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I feel like my strengths are in project management and in an advertising agency that's basically managing creative projects, which that's where I'm kind of burnt out. It's so
You need a
objective
new
or subjective. Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't know what that next step is. So I'm trying to figure that out. But I tend to drift towards the creative job postings
Just
because that's
you
what
know
I'm
that
comfortable
you have that
with.
experience,
Yeah.
you've done it.
Yeah.
What do you want to do though? What do
I
you
don't know.
want to do with your life?
I don't know. I don't
Come
know.
on. What do you like?
I don't know.
That's not true. You don't know what you like?
Not in a work environment. But that's
Forget that.
also
What do you like to do?
that's also some things I like. It's I love seeing something come out of nothing, if that makes sense.
Of course it makes sense.
So I really like that part of it, but I don't necessarily want to be the one checking on people and making sure there is going to be something at the end of it. So
you
I don't
have
know.
a dream job though. Forget money. Forget about even if that job is a real thing. If you could do anything.
I would want to do something that has to do with food.
Oh, that's right.
So
Why don't
I
you
don't-
just get your bacon going again?
I don't know if that's all baking or even more just experimenting with food, just in that somewhere in the food industry, I think would be really fun. But I don't know what that would be.
You should plug your Instagram food page right now.
Oh, Treats by
Baking.
Tricia.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram.
You taking orders?
I mean, sure. I haven't done it in a while. It just gets to practice baking cakes. It gets super expensive, which I know that that's a dumb excuse, but butter is expensive.
No, it's not a dumb excuse.
And then you have all this food that you don't know where to take.
That's true.
So for a while though, there was a good year and a half that I would try something new every weekend. I would try to make a new type of pastry or cake or whatever, which is really fun. But I don't want to eat that.
Yeah,
And-
not all the time.
No. And so then I would bring it into work or wherever and other people don't want to eat sugar all the time. And then I like learned,
like
I learned
everyone
all this stuff about sugar and how bad it is for you. And I don't know that I want to like contribute to that part of the food.
You're
So
having an internal crisis.
I am. So what I am really excited about in Colorado is to shop a lot of farmers market and get like a lot of fresh produce that's in season and figure out how to make it good.
You could be a cannabis chef.
See? Yeah.
So many opportunities in Colorado.
So many opportunities in Colorado.
You could open a restaurant.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'm sure there are restaurants that do that.
Oh yeah,
Or
I'm
like
sure.
food party, dinner party type
Mhm.
things.
I don't know.
New career.
That's like also not like a great paying career.
What, restaurants?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, their margins are terrible.
Yeah.
I would never want to own a restaurant.
Yeah, no. So I don't know. Like, so I guess if I'm not thinking about money, it would be something in the food business.
How about you start a food YouTube channel? Treats by Tricia.
Because I'm not good on camera.
Are you kidding me? You're everyone's favorite on camera.
No way.
That is true.
That is false.
You're so quotable every time you're on camera.
No.
Yeah, I've memorized
I feel
your
like
whole
I'm
ending
like-
to the Christmas
No.
video.
Everyone always makes fun of that for me.
No, it's the best.
Rusty yesterday was like, I don't know. I'm just here sitting in my whatever.
I'm here
was on,
working
like-
in the hospital.
I was like day 2 post surgery. Like that is not fair for.
It was so good. The reason it was okay. So for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, which I don't know what percentage that is, but
Yeah.
we made it Christmas video work. Tricia had a little bit of brain surgery again.
Second time. Yeah.
And
Second time that
so
year.
she couldn't be there for the shoot. So she sent us a cell phone video of her in the hospital bed after surgery saying, what did you say? I'm
I don't know what
I'm in
you
the
guys are
hospital.
doing out there.
Yeah, I'm
but
here working.
I'm here.
And it was such a great ending to the video. Made everyone happy.
It was the kicker.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then you're in another video where after the other brain surgery.
Oh, the taste testing.
Yeah.
I watched that last night actually because that is a video I have saved on my phone.
Good.
So I was like looking through all my videos. I was like, oh yeah, this one. And so I watched it again. And I was like, I kind of want to see like the longer version of that with like all the other food because you had to cut it
Yeah,
down.
I did. Because there were
So-
some that didn't work out.
Yeah. But I was like,
I have
how in
that.
the world did I think an olive was a grape or a cherry or something? Like
Yeah. In the
I couldn't
beginning
taste
of that,
anything.
So you tested, how many did we do?
At least 10.
So 10 similar foods, I guess.
Yeah.
Was that? And you couldn't
I
smell or taste.
couldn't smell or my nose was packed with stuff to make sure my brain didn't come out of it. So everything, my taste and my nose, my smell was not working.
Which is so weird. And then I think you pretty much volunteered to do.
I mean, you might as well. Like, you don't have many opportunities in life to do that where
Yeah.
you can't. But I could taste like spicy and minty and those kind of flavors, but not anything else.
Yeah, and in the beginning of that video, I thought this isn't going well because I
Yeah.
think you got it right the first.
I think,
two.
yeah, it was
And I
like,
oh no, this is terrible.
like gum. Yeah, because the first one was gum. It's like cinnamon and
Yeah.
peppermint.
And I was like, oh, she can taste more than she thinks.
Yeah. But then you gave me sriracha and I had no clue what it was.
And then Bud Light
And
and LaCroix. He said LaCroix and water.
So yeah.
So another great video.
Another great video, I guess.
I'm telling you, if you just like did not overthink it and you were just on camera, and even if it wasn't good, that's part of what the charm is, I think.
Okay. So what, like binging with Babish? Have you like
Yeah.
that type thing?
Yeah, but but it'd be different because you have different personalities. So it's
Yeah.
like you're bringing yourself to.
Yeah.
I think you could do it.
We'll see.
I mean, you're married to a creative, so it's like that.
I know, but
team
like,
would
so
be-
when I wanted to do better pictures for Treats by Tricia, I needed like, I was like, I need you to be my creative director. I need you to like help me with this set, all this stuff. And he didn't really do that well.
Really?
I think I got frustrated with him because he wanted like all this stuff. And I was like, but I don't have that stuff. So we like tried a sheet, but it was like really wrinkly. And I was like, well, I don't really want to iron it. And he's like, then I don't want to help you. Like, it's not going to look good if you don't iron it. And I was like,
So he tried to tell you how it would look good.
yeah.
And you got lazy.
But then we needed like the right lighting, and we had to do it during the right time of day because we had windows. We don't have like lights. We just have like house lights. And so he's like, well, the shadow. And then it's like, oh, this is so much effort. I just want to like be able to take a good picture of my.
See,
I need to build like a little set.
You do it without it being perfect.
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
That's a start, and then it gets better over time. That's how I tried to look at this whole thing. It's like, I'll just keep trying to make it better, and if I don't, then at least it's not getting worse.
That's true.
And then
I just need to try things in like, I don't know, things that I want to eat. But like, what do you do with like 12 cupcakes? 24. I guess now I just take them to neighbors and try to meet people.
Yeah, that's how you meet people for sure.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, have a bake sale.
Yeah, I did do that for a while. I had like 2 back to back a couple years ago.
Can't you go to like a farmer's market or something?
Yeah, but like you have to do all the law part of it, like get the right permits and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, do that.
Okay, food would be, that was a very long rounded answer to your question.
Just trying to push you in the direction of working for yourself, working your dream job.
That's so scary though.
I know. I say this to everybody, and it's not like I'm doing it. So, because I believe that people can do what they want to do.
Yeah.
But most people won't ever take that step.
It's risky.
Of course.
I mean, I think moving is a risk for us. So we'll see if it pays off. I think it will long term, but
of course, if you stick it out, which I'm sure you will.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't really want to move long distance again.
No, even like if you were to move back, it's like, God, that's a lot of effort.
I don't think I'm going to want to move back to Oklahoma.
Ever?
Yeah. I didn't want to stay here long term anyway. The
Sure,
plan was always to get out to Kansas City. Like that's where I wanted to be.
Yeah, and how long have you been in Oklahoma now?
8 years.
Too long.
Yeah. we went out there to Colorado, moved Jeff in over Memorial Day. And we get there, and the next morning we wake up and we go to Starbucks, and he's wearing an OU sweatshirt, and the girl at Starbucks is like, "Boomer!"
Oh, wow.
And I was like, "Oh my gosh, we can be friends." She's from Yukon, and she said, "I was like, so what brought you out here?" She's like, "I was living in Oklahoma for too long, and I'm 30, and I don't want to be there anymore. I need better, so I moved out here." And then she's working at Starbucks.
Wow, everyone's moving to Colorado.
I know.
Seriously. I know a lot of people who have moved even in the past couple of years.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Like their housing market is the like most competitive one. The cost of living is the highest, not on a coast. The job market is like so competitive. So yeah, a lot of people are moving out there.
That doesn't make it sound good though.
I know.
High cost of living, competitive job market.
No, it's very,
Perfect.
yeah. I wouldn't have ever moved out there if one of us didn't have a job out there. Like that is silly. But
yeah.
That's basically all the YouTube videos you watch about Colorado. Those are the things it says.
It's also such a cool place.
Yeah. There's so much stuff to do out there. I'm excited to be able to like go outside in the summer and do things.
You're going to go hiking?
Yeah.
Man.
I plan to.
I'm a little bit jealous.
You can come out and visit.
Yeah. I haven't been in Colorado in a while.
What, like a couple years?
Something like that. Year and a half. No, maybe a year. I think I went last year. It was last year.
It was last year?
Last
That you drove there?
May, June, yeah. For like I think it was just a long weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so fun. It's just nice.
Yeah.
And there's always something to do.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I've been here too long now. It doesn't feel like there's always something to do.
Well, I think Oklahoma is getting better at that.
It's getting there.
Yeah. But it's also, you have to find like events to do. It's not necessarily like Colorado, you can just drive somewhere and hike. You don't have to like find an event to go to. Oklahoma, you can like drive a couple hours and like walk around the whatever mountain, Wichita mountains down there.
Yes.
Yeah. Or you can go, I don't know, to a lake, I guess, but they're not very great lakes either. They're all red and gross.
It's also true.
And it's like so humid.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I don't. Our weather's just weird all around. But
Yeah.
I think that's what I love about New York too. Not the weather, but there's always something to do. New
Yeah.
York City.
Yeah.
When I was there last time, I had some plans, but I was able to just Google what was around me.
Yeah.
And there was something like on the same street, always
Yeah.
around the corner. There's like improv shows and
Yeah.
there's comedy and
I
there's
believe that.
concerts. It's so
It's
much
insane.
fun in a way. Obviously more crowded and
Ugh. I went to New York. I've been to New York one time, and my little sister won a trip to see the Jonas Brothers on like a sweepstakes online.
where were they at?
Radio City.
Yeah.
So she got to take one other person. They gave her like $1,000 for shopping, and then backstage passes and a hotel in Times Square. And I got to go with her because I don't know. I guess she wanted me to go, but also she was at Oklahoma State and I was in Norman, and so you had to fly out of the same airport. So I got to go, and it was so crowded. It was fun, but like, oh my goodness. And she was kind of being a diva, and she was like, we can't eat anywhere nice. Like, I want to save my money, all this stuff. And I'm like, they gave you $1,000. Like, can we at least eat like one meal a day? She's like, but it's so expensive.
Yeah, but you have to accept that before you go.
I know. And she didn't want to do anything touristy. She just wanted to shop. And I was like, you have to do at least like one touristy thing. So I convinced her to go to the top of the Rock. And we went to the Rockefeller Plaza.
Oh, Rock. Oh, you were on like a nickname basis now?
Yeah, that's what it's called. That's what they call it.
The Rock?
The Rock.
I've never heard that.
Oh. But yeah, it was fun. But then we got to the concert and they like didn't have her tickets. Like somehow they didn't get them. I don't know what happened, but the person that like she was supposed to like was her contact like did not answer their phone. And so they basically like waited till someone didn't show up, and then we sat in their seats. It was kind of sketch.
So you never got the tickets?
No, like they kind of just like took us in because she had all the emails. She's like, I won this sweepstakes. It was through E. The oldest Jonas brother at the time was on a Married to Jonas show.
I remember that
and
show.
so, yeah. And so she submitted an entry every day for however many days on like 7 or 8 different emails. And she won. But yeah, they gave her all the instructions. She followed them. And then she didn't, like, they never had the tickets. And so
I wonder what would happen if they were totally full.
I don't know. We probably would have like stood in the aisle or something, because she was like,
backstage.
we're going. Yeah, but we got to meet him. I mean, it was like the meet and greet that you could like also buy. So we were with all these people.
Okay.
But she got like a signed guitar and all this swag and stuff.
Man.
So we like carried this guitar through Times Square to get back to our hotel.
So you were in the touristy area though.
Oh yeah, it was so touristy. She's been back a lot since then because she like loves New York, and her job will fly her out there now. But I have not been back.
And you won't go back?
I don't know. I think I'd like to go back at some point. Jeff, his parents love New York. His mom's from New York. So we kind of want to go back in 2020 for the Army game. OU Army, right? The
yeah.
Army's out there. Navy? Army.
In New York?
Yeah. Air Force? No, Air Force is in Colorado.
Military? OU military game?
Yeah. Shoot. I think it's the Army game. But that's not in like the city. I wouldn't mind going to a show in New York City, like a Broadway show.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
But I think if you get outside of that main part,
Yeah.
I walked around a lot.
We walked so much, but
Well, wherever I was at, I went like south of Times Square walking, and I went through so many parts of the city. It changes so fast.
yeah.
And then you get to some parts and it's just nice. It's like a nice quiet neighborhood.
Yeah.
But then you walk another block and it's like crowded.
So crowded and gross and
It's so
smelly.
weird that if you just pick the right neighborhood in New York City that you could live
Yeah.
comfortably.
So where's like your favorite place you have visited that you would want to live?
There are times where I feel like New York, but it might be too much.
Yeah.
I love Austin. I wouldn't mind living there.
Yeah.
I do love Colorado, Seattle.
Yeah.
There are probably a lot of places I would live if it was the right time,
Right.
right opportunity.
Right.
So I don't know. Oklahoma City,
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah. Do you follow like the Oklahoma City, like, and how they're trying to film more here? Like, would you ever want to jump to like movie?
I don't know, because I know people who do that.
Yeah.
They freelance on films, and I know there's a lot of movies that come through here now.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also just working on a crew for a movie.
Right.
I just don't really want to live that life.
That makes sense.
If I was going to do it, if I make movies, I want to make the movies. I want to be a bigger part of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like a sound guy in a movie. I want to be making the movie. So
there's been a lot of people that have applied for the account manager position that are coming from LA.
really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I think they're just realizing like they've been in LA a while and the cost of living is crap out there and you can get so much here, and they could do a lot of the same jobs that they're doing out there here and have a nicer place to live or more space or
It's
whatever.
true. And Oklahoma City's nice, especially if you've never lived here.
Yeah.
It's a change of pace. You
Yeah.
still get like some city feel.
Yeah.
Without the downsides of LA or New
Yeah.
York.
Like I think every place, like I lived in Kansas City after I graduated. I grew up in Kansas City. And then I left. I was like, the one place I didn't want to live was Kansas City after I graduated. I applied for jobs all over. And I got an internship after I graduated in Kansas City, which was fine. I had a good experience. I made connections. It led to the job here. But then I left Kansas City and I would go back the first couple of years that I lived here for weddings and all this stuff. And I'm like, Kansas City is really cool. Like, why did I not enjoy this while I was here? And I feel like that's,
you leave.
Yeah, that's probably going to be some sort of the same with Oklahoma City. But Jeff's mom lives here. Like, we'll be back. It's not.
Yeah.
And I go back to Kansas City still. Like, my parents
you're gonna
live there.
hate this place or
Right.
that place. I mean, I feel that way sometimes about this city, where I'll do something, some sort of activity maybe, or go to an event, and I go, you know what? This isn't a terrible place.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't help when you're around people. If you're around people who hate Oklahoma City or
Right.
need to let you know how terrible Oklahoma City is.
Right. It's like, get out with him.
Yeah, it's like there are a lot of good things about this city.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who wants to see the world or wants to change of pace and wants to see things, then
Yeah.
it wouldn't matter if it was Oklahoma City or if it was
Right.
Denver or anywhere.
Yeah.
You'd eventually want to get out.
Yeah.
So, speaking of getting out, the real timer went off. I'm sure everyone
Not the
heard that.
40-second timer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give me some last words.
I don't know.
You didn't have a statement prepared. You don't
No.
have anything you want to say to your people,
No.
your fans.
Take chances.
Oh, that's good.
Live life.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. Eat, pray, love. Is
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
I don't know. I think I would say like you don't grow as a person if you don't challenge yourself. And that is something that I continuously have to remind me and Jeff as we go through this process is like in 5 years, we're going to look back and just be like, oh my gosh, look how much we've grown together. Mm-hmm. So if anyone's out there is going through some kind of like, I'm scared to make a change, or you're content in where you're at and you're kind of just like living this meh life, like don't be scared, be risky, and like, I don't know, just do it. I'll leave you with that.
Yes.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Leave us with advice from Nike.
Advice from Nike. We're a Nike family, so
it's all tied together. I love it.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm excited for you guys.
I'm sad to leave people here though. That the hardest part about leaving is going to be leaving the people.
Of course. So it's the hardest part of anything. Moving from state to state, moving a job, or
Yeah.
I mean, it's
The
always
people.
the people. So it'll be sad, but it's an ending and a new beginning.
Yeah.
So it'll be good,
Yeah. It'll be good.
and you'll be back,
I'll be back.
and then you can come back on here sometime
Yeah.
and tell me the progress.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you how great Colorado is and tell you to move there.
Yeah. Just like, do you want to put that out there? Do you want to tell everyone that they need to move there too?
Move
and
there.
then you'll get accused.
I don't know if it's great yet. I've only been there like 3 days of my life right
That's
now.
true. You
Well, in
might
the
hate it.
past year or two.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to be
It's
great.
gonna be positive vibes.
Positive vibes.
Positive mental attitude. Another one of my favorite gifts. I think I've sent you that one a couple
Yes.
times. Okay, but until then, good luck. And
Thanks for having me on again.
Of course. Thank you for coming. And can't wait to hear about your new adventure.
Yeah. Keep you posted, but not on social media. So.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
It's so sad to say goodbye to Tricia, but like I said in the beginning, I'm super happy for her. I think this is going to be an awesome new adventure for her and her husband. God, it's always exciting to have a new chapter of life. A new chapter of life that can bring you some cool new things, some cool new people. I think it's always good to keep growing, and it sounds like this change is going to help them do that. So I'm excited for them. But anyway, if you like this episode, please let me know. If you hated this episode, please let me know. And if you have any ideas for future episodes, please let me know. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next week.